It felt like we got the band back. It felt like, okay, this is My Chemical Romance.
Oh, that's why it took so extra long.
Yeah, you know, it took longer because we took a lot of time off. We took about 9 months, almost a year, and then when we got back together to start writing again, we went into pre-production and to start writing material, kind of like we thought we knew what record we wanted to write, and I just think that's like a very dangerous thing to go into the studio saying. You kind of have to let the music find you, and I think we were going in with a mindset of this is what we're doing, this is how we're going to do it, these are the songs, this is what the songs are going to sound like, these are the limits that we're going to put on ourselves in the studio. Just a lot of rules were set up, and I think after after like probably 8 months of writing and recording, we heard what we had done, and we weren't completely happy with it. We thought, well, we knew that we could do better, and we got the chance to work with Cavallo, and we wrote and recorded "Na Na Na," which was the first single off the record and the first track on the record. And once we did that song, we realized like we had to start over again. So,
why that song?
That song was just really special. It really spoke to us, in a great way. I think when we did that, recorded that song, it felt like we got the band back. It felt like, okay, this is My Chemical Romance. Like, this is what we're capable of. This is, it's kind of, what's cool about the song is it's kind of based actually in some of the stuff we were trying with the previous material that we were writing. Kind of being more punk and kind of just more straight ahead. But at the same time, there's a lot of room for experimentation in that song. Like the bridge of the song kind of gets, is really out there, and then it kind of all comes back to this chorus. And those are some of the things that we're really good at, and we weren't doing on the previous stuff. The previous stuff was a little bit samey, and a little boring. And that song was just really exciting. It was just a catalyst of a lot of inspiration. And
what? Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, and so after we wrote that song, a lot, maybe like 4 or 5 more came really fast.
Where did the song start? Did it start with lyrics or did it start with the music?
That song from Gerard had kind of the riff and the chorus, na 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 na. He had that in his head for a good while, and I remember him saying that he kept it in his back pocket because, and I think music's weird, If there's not the right energy in the room if you try to write a song, sometimes it won't work depending on the energy in the room. And usually when that happens, it's gone forever. And, I think he felt there was something special about the song, but didn't want to, try it out until we were in the right headspace for it. And, when we got to Rob Cavallo's, he really, re-inspired the band to get that creative energy back. And that's, so that's where that song came from. I know Gerard had said too, he had spent a week in the desert with his wife, and, they hung, were hanging out, just spitting back ideas and, about song lyrics and kind of like where the song could go. And,
he and his wife.
Yeah, and, he kind of started, going over like a lot of the visuals that you ended up seeing later in the trailer. The car. Well, the car had actually existed for a while, but just like these laser guns out in the desert, and so a lot of those visuals came from from this weekend trip that he had, and and again, like once that song was written, we knew that we had to start from zero.